So we're gonna go check something out today that I thought you guys would like to see. Sometimes in construction, you do what's called a traveling job. This is about 2 hours away from us. So we're gonna go check it out, gonna see if it's something we wanna put on our books. We're gonna bring you guys along for that. So let's head out. This really is out in the middle of nowhere. We came out here, it's about 3 hours away, down in, or up in Six Lakes, Michigan. You can see the lake behind us. It's a family cottage they've got. They had an issue finding people to work on it. Fortunately, we have one crew that does travel. So these jobs are actually super important because when they called us, they said, look, there's no one out here to work on it. We wanna get this redone, and I'll tell you the plan for some of the reno later. But there's nobody out here in this super rural area, you know, hour and a half-ish north of Lansing. There's nobody that works on this stuff. Now, if you come out here, you're like, oh man, this is a gorgeous place with a gorgeous view. I personally would love to work on a project like this. Hang out by the lake, put the siding up, go fishing, paint the walls, you know what I mean? But there's nobody out here. And we told them, we said, you know, you're about 2.5 hours away from us. And on top of that, the closest Home Depot is like 45 minutes away. So even to shop is gonna take 2 hours, and you're about 2.5 hours away from us. And they go, well, look, we're not in a hurry. We just want it done right. So if you guys gotta put it on your books for later in the year, when you're slowed down or whatever, we're happy to do that. I talked to Frank and he agreed. He said, look, we can go out there, we can get the numbers if we do it in phases where maybe one weekend the siding guys come up, another weekend the roofers come up, and over the course of time we get it done. We're not under a quick timeline. This is far away from everything. It might take us a while to get it done, but everybody knows that and understands that. So let's talk about the reno plan.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and check out our merch shop in the description.
So if Connor stands there, put that at eye level. So if Connor stands there, you can probably tell you can't see the lake out these windows because at eye level, the slope of this roof blocks it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pick this up, give it a full proper height roof so that when you come out here, you can see the lake. Now on top of that, a really nice feature, all these windows and this half wall, it's all gonna be glass. This is going away. So there will be no wall here and no wall here. You're gonna have a massive open space, kitchen, living, dining, however you wanna set it up, with all glass overlooking the lake. You come in here, this reminds me of my cabin I had in Houghton Lake, where it was all this paneling, and we had ceiling tiles made from the leather of a 1957 Buick, but this is wood. And so they want all the paneling down, all the wood down. We're gonna drywall it all. The whole floor is carpet. So rip all the carpet up, put down LVP or vinyl throughout, waterproof, nicer stuff. And you know, it's a cabin, so you're not gonna have 3,000 or 4,000 square feet of space to work with, but things like this, we're gonna recess the lights so they won't be dropped down. Some of the walls, like this, we're gonna take them out, make the space feel more open. The kitchen here, now these cabinets are still in style. You probably see them in a lot of our stuff, just white shaker cabinets. The idea is, let's make an L here with a bar top. Sit here, bar top, cooking, whatever, hanging out, living room, and then we've got this big bathroom here. But off this big bathroom, we've got this little room here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push this out, and you'll see later on the outside when we go around the outside, push that out like 5 or 6 feet. It's gonna be a massive bedroom now. Same thing on this side. We have a second bedroom behind Connor. In here, same thing. Push this out, add a bunch of square footage. We're gonna take this wall out because it's a hollow cavity and make this a nice big closet. Bigger closet, bigger bedrooms, redo the whole bathroom. Now, an important thing in these cabins, it's tight spaces, they're small. You've got this water heater here taking up a lot of valuable real estate. So instead, you get an Insta-Hot or a tankless or whatever you want to call it, and instead of being this big, it's about this big, and it's about this thick. You just mount it to the wall back there, all of a sudden you've got all this room, and they're gonna do a double vanity here. You could turn it into a linen closet, whatever you want, but you gain a lot of valuable space back. New tub, new toilet, new flooring, all that stuff. New doors. This was interesting, the owners pointed out to me. I didn't even notice. There's not even doors on these bedrooms because the opening is too small for doors. So when we take some of this real estate back, we're gonna open them and put new doors in them. That's a 22-inch opening. So you then have your trim and your frame and all that. The door's gonna be even tighter than that. So they're right, not big enough. But When we take that real estate back, we'll be able to expand it, give them real doors on the bedrooms. So again, like I said, this is important because if you were a smaller company or you got slower in the fall and the winter, we don't really slow down, but if we can put something on our books that extends a little ways, that's good for us. So if you were a smaller company, you could take jobs like this knowing that you can extend it out and push it out as long as you can afford to carry the job, right? Because you don't get paid till it's done. So for us, it's a huge thing, huge resource that we're able to take on an extra job like this, kind of keep it in the back pocket and work on it as we go. So we're gonna do some stuff outside too. First thing you'll notice out here is the siding. Gonna re-side the whole place. They hate the color. Totally get it. It's old siding. It's a little beat up. We're going to replace it, put a nice new gorgeous color siding on it. Now, I know a ton of people are going to want to see the after of this video. You will eventually see the after, but keep in mind, this is a project slated for months down the road. So it will take time to see this video. This is the one bedroom we were talking about. Push that out. You're gonna have a nice big bedroom now. If you come over to this side, same thing here. Bump this whole thing out, have a nice big bedroom here. You're gonna add a lot of square footage to the space with the bigger closet, the bigger bedroom, bigger footprint. It's gonna feel a lot bigger inside too. You can see there's some patching up there, some tarring. There was a leak at one point. Clearly that just needs to be addressed. Maybe a little loose wood under there, who knows. You're better off, rip it off, re-shingle it, be solid, be dry for the next 20, 30 years. As we walk down, this right here is really your shot. You can imagine summer nights, you know, maybe early in the fall, you can come out here, hang out by the lake. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere up here, right? So nobody's really coming out here and doing wild parties on the lake or anything like that. It's a nice, quiet, private lake. It's a public lake, but it's very private. Nobody's out here now. It's a lot of second homes and things out here. So you can really come out here and just enjoy this. And this is really the whole purpose of doing this, is so you can enjoy all this and get out of the city. For us, it's also fun that we can come up here and not have to work in the city all day. The guys will love coming out here. If it's a hot day, you've been on the roof all day, just go for a swim. If it's lunchtime, you're eating your sandwich, you're sitting around for a half hour, throw a line in, catch a fish. I mean, it's like the perfect, I told Frank, me and him might come up here and do it. You guys might actually see us do some work, but this is gorgeous. This is a perfect job. So now that we're back, there's a couple things, like I said, to keep in mind about a job like this. The good things, the bad things, right? So the good things are, even if we put it on the books for, you know, 2, 3, 4 months down the road and we plan on it taking 2, 3, 4 months to finish, it's good to know we have something on our books that if we are ever slow, we can send the guys to, we can get it done. And at the same time, the client is okay and understanding with the fact that it's gonna take a little while. That's great when you're planning and scheduling jobs. Now, the bad side of this, the store is an hour from the house. So just to go shopping is going to take you 2 hours. And you're thinking, I'm going to get this done, this done, this, and this done. And then you forget this, you know, one piece for this part here. Well, now it's a 2-hour trip to the store and back just to grab that one piece for this little thing. So it might take a little longer because you're spending 2, 3, 4 hours a day shopping. On top of that, you got to get deliveries out there or you got to haul all the stuff up there yourself, right? You're not going to be able to get a concrete truck back in the lake on these windy roads that are very narrow. You're going to have to hand mix all this concrete, or you're going to have to rent a mixer, but then you're going to have to get the mixer back there again on a windy, narrow road. It's not a problem, but it's a lot of things you got to consider. So there's goods, there's bad to a job like this. You just got to decide if it's something you're willing to do. For us, it's great to fill the books, and for a smaller company, it might be great for them when they don't have any jobs in the winter to be able to do something like this. If you want to see what we're actually doing with our own lake house, click right here.